Hey guys, Dan here with Sterling Self Defense and Badger. All right, I was on Facebook a little earlier, and I was back and forth talking to Jeff Mackey. He just got his Pistelle 68, and talk about what we're doing to it. And it works out that the HVA connector is the same as all the Umarex ones, so that worked out good. I didn't have to make one; I already have one available. So last week. One of the mods you try in all these guns is to bore out the restrictor. On this one, it's not much of a restrictor. Here's the restrictor right here. Here's one taken apart. There's the cylinder. If you guys are going to take it apart, I cleaned it off now, but they put a little, this is aluminum here. They put a little red Loctite on here, and there's 2 O-rings. So if you want to get this apart, you have to heat it. It's either going to break on your threads or it's going to break on these bottom threads. It's hit or miss which one. It depends on how much Loctite is on each thread. But you definitely need heat, but don't use too much heat because you've got an O-ring and an O-ring here. And you don't want to melt them because they don't come with extra O-rings. Still working on that. I got to contact the company. I've just been busy. But if you do that, remember, you got to add heat, but not too much. You don't want to melt these O-rings. If you want to do it. I really didn't see any difference between boring it out and not. Now, usually... Mackie was talking about this earlier too. This is the weird part. Usually when you bore it out, it's no longer very good for 12 gram CO2. Usually, you bore it out, you put the CO2 in, you pierce it, and it takes all that CO2 right away, and you're only going to get a couple shots. This one, no. This is the same one I shot in a video last night. I bored it out to 5 or 6 millimeter. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's hard to tell unless I take it apart again. But there's really no difference. It balances out nice and well, and really didn't make a difference either way. So now I'm going to do an HVA test to show you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8-gram joules. One in the breech. And one thing, guys, got to be careful. After you're done shooting, even when you're out of ammo or not, you got to be careful. This air chamber sometimes holds pressure. I disconnected this before. That means it's wide open atmosphere. When I take this off, this is wide open atmosphere. Shouldn't have any pressure. And I checked the trigger first, and the trigger still had pressure. I had a full round shot still in the chamber, even though this is wide open. And the restrictor's even bored out. This chamber still can hold pressure. So when you're done, you let up all your air, pull the trigger. Take your cap off, pull the trigger, safe downrange. Because it can still fire another round. And I had a round in there when I did that. All right, so okay, we're loaded up. HPA. Now, there's HPA tank. This is 1,000 PSI constant. What is it? It's probably about 70 degrees in here right now. Now, 12 gram CO2 at 70 degrees, I forget offhand. It's probably like 8 or 850 PSI. So this should get higher numbers than the 12 gram CO2, being this is a consistent 1,000. The weird thing is it doesn't, which you'll see now. So higher pressure really doesn't affect it. It just evens it out through the mag. All right, let's air her up. All right, we're all aired up. First shot. 390. 390, 498. Holy crap. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about that. I also have the longer barrel in this. 382. 386. Whoa, 384. That one went around. 390. 380. All right, it's hard aiming with these goggles on. Oh, that's all of them. All right, now, I don't know what was up with that one hot shot, but basically all the numbers are basically the same. I don't know what that one hot shot was. That was weird. But, you're looking at 390, 380. That's the same as I'm getting with CO2, but this is 1,000 PSI higher. So technically, this should be higher. So it's weird. It doesn't. My point is, it doesn't react like any of the other markers that we've worked on, any of the Umrex, the FSC, none of them. All right, let me take this off. We're open to atmosphere now. There's no valve in this, so I'm going to check it. It's still got pressure. I can feel it. I'll even take this out. Look. We're open to atmosphere. Now watch. There's no air in this gun. It's wide open. Still got a shot. This air chamber is chambering that air and holding it. So be careful. It's very easy to accidentally shoot. So after you're done, you're all disconnected. Pull that trigger. So this opens up some other good possibilities I'll get to down the line, which I have some cool ideas about. But that's it. So HPA, all except for that one, I don't know, like 90 fucking joule shot. I don't know what the deal with that. That was weird, that one hot shot. I'll have to do a lot more rounds to see if that happens again. But that one spike was real weird. But putting that one aside, it was basically the same. And with these, I also told you guys, you know, how it fluctuates, and it can be anywhere with regular CO2 and the standard barrel. It can be anywhere from 35 to 55 joules. You know, one day I'll shoot it, it'll be 55. Next day I'll shoot it, it'll be 35. Same exact thing. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. But it's cool. We're getting into it, you know, but well, won't know as much. You know, it's testing. More rounds you get through it, more you learn about it. It's not like the FSC or the other ones that I've got, you know, tens of thousands of rounds through. With these, you just got to keep shooting them. And you got to shoot multiple ones. You can't just shoot one and then assume it's going to react like all the other ones. So I've got this and two other ones that I swap back and forth shooting. So if any problems arise, I can see if it's just with one or it's going to be a problem with multiple or won't have any problems at all. So that's the science, that's the testing. So, all right, what else? That's, oh yeah, and yeah, I just wanted a lot of guys were commenting on my YouTube, everyone's making fun of that guy with that faked the video with the 105 joules. He took down the video, but apparently some guys saved it, and they could see where he swapped another gun out for it. I haven't seen it, but that's what they're saying. But I figured it was either that or a chronograph. Because some of the chronographs, like the FX radar one, you hear the talking one, you can make that whatever numbers you want. You actually have to calibrate that one to make it work. So you can put, you know, 60 FPF on top of any number or more or negative. So that's why I like doing my text with the Caldwell, because that one can't be changed, or the Radar X. This is Doppler radar. You can't change it. You can't rig it. At least I can't. I've never seen a way to. So, you know they're good. But I guess that guy's kind of new to the less lethal community. He doesn't realize, you know, like he kind of did what Lion O'Brien did back in, you know, a couple of years ago when he tried to fake videos. Didn't show anything and whatever. But a lot of guys have done it. And it reminds me back, you know, going back, what do we mean, 2004, like 5-6 years ago. Well, most people don't realize none of these guns got any joules. I mean, the FSC was maxing out at 30 joules. And that was it. When I, like 5 or 6 years ago, came across, you know, made the mods for the FSC to get higher power, I got one up to 60. Nobody believed me. Everyone called me a fucking liar. I did videos nonstop, showing it, weighed the rounds. Still didn't believe me. Like, impossible, because, you know, 60 joules is nothing now. Back then, that was a holy freaking grail. People couldn't even imagine it. So nobody believed me. I mean, it was ridiculous, to the point where I actually had to make kits and send them out to people across the country that didn't even know me and have them modify their guns the same way I did and shoot them and prove that I got 60. And that's what it actually took till people start believing me. But nobody believed me. Nobody called me a liar. Oh, you found a way to scam it and you're doing something with the rounds. And yeah, I'm like, all right, well, I weighed them, but that's the way it works. So guys, realize if you're new to this and you're thinking about, you know, trying to get a bunch of extra followers by putting up some outrageous number, it's not going to fly. You know, guys are definitely going to call you out. You know, 105 joules with a 4-inch barrel would be the most amazing thing ever. Come on. Had to know that one was going to bite you in the ass. But if you find a way, anyone finds a way, you get a big number that no one's ever seen before, you got to video it, take your rounds, weigh them right there. Don't edit your video. Use a Radar X chronograph and do it that way. Don't edit the video, don't stop it or anything like that. That's the best way to prove it. So, never know. Shit happens. You come up with some amazing thing, get some crazy numbers. But that's how you prove it. All right. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I will. Oh yeah, and the compensators are on the website now, and barrels I'm working on more and more. They're on the website now for pre-order. Most of them will be going out probably the end of the week or Monday. All right. I will see you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Say bye, Badger. Bye, Badger.